Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the Squared Post podcast. As always, I'm Daniel, joined by Sam, my amazing host. Sam, how are you doing?
Doing good. This today we're going to be talking about something that has happened recently as we're recording this.
Yes.
Of Triple H has sent out an email internally in WWE saying that he's back.
He showed up at
was
the
at
PC. Yeah, he showed up at the PC.
That's what I was trying to get to, but
oh yeah, sorry. But
yeah,
he showed up at the PC and he had a meeting with the talent. And like the underlying messages, Triple H has power again, which is something we never thought we'd see again. But yeah, it's amazing. Triple H being back is amazing.
That had to be a Steph call.
Yes.
That's 100% a Stephanie McMahon call. She probably like told Vince, by the way, I'm hiring Hunter again.
I don't think she needs to tell Vince. I know she would probably want to, but like she's his boss now. Not on the creative side, but on the business. But yeah, but this is something we also didn't think happening because I think we talked about before. Shawn Michaels is very much a Vince guy.
Very much.
Yes. So
and Hunter's very much
not.
Yeah.
Not like I'm sure.
I think the way Vince ended the Wednesday Night Wars, it was pretty clear.
Yes. I'm sure he still likes the guy. I'm not sure he would be cool with him in a position of power anymore. But also another thing this means, and I don't want to gloss over it, is this probably means Triple H is healthy again, right? Like if his doctors are like, you can have full power again. He's probably healthy. Like there's no immediate concern of his heart giving up on him, which is great.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see. I don't want to see Triple H.
That's great.
Yes, we like Triple H. But also he is a human being first, father first.
Also, and also he's Cody Rhodes' favorite wrestler.
Yes, that's also but
that's a fun fact that not a lot of people know.
That's because they ignored the interview where Cody said it, because Cody has a lot of interviews. So if you listen to every interview, then you give way too much time to wrestling, or you get paid to do it. Shout out Jeremy Lambert.
Yeah.
And Andrew Thompson.
And CJ Perry.
Yes. But yeah, so the reason for this shorter episode is we know what NXT 1, 1.0, 1.5 look like.
Or Black and Gold, whatever you want to call it.
With Hunter in charge. We know what NXT 2.0 looks like with Shawn Michaels in charge. So what does NXT 2.0 look like with Hunter in charge?
I think they maybe they go back to Black and Gold, but not immediately. Like they go back to Black and Gold, but like I said, it won't be immediate. I think it'll be Hunter, like how the new logo looks now.
Color.
It'll be that, which is basically the OG logo.
Yes.
But more modern.
Yeah.
Which is way better than the last Black and Gold logo, by the way.
Yeah. I mean, we love Black and Gold, but like we weren't crying about some of the changes that were made, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. But, which to me, I see Hunter like getting his hands back in it. And of course it'll be hard because he doesn't have one of his guys in there anymore. He doesn't have Road Dogg anymore. He doesn't have
Eagle. He doesn't have Eagle.
Yeah.
Joe. Okay, that's one of the reasons
Joe technically was another. He was literally
scouting.
Yeah, for what, a month.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons I thought about your idea, but I didn't think it was because a lot of those guys, NXT 1.0 worked not 1.0. NXT Black and Gold worked for a reason, and it was because they had a lot of wrestlers, and those wrestlers were not sports entertainers. Yes, NXT 2.0 works because it doesn't have a lot of wrestlers; it has a lot of characters.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, we love all of them. But
we respect all of them, and we like them.
We love them. But if you put 80% of them in NXT black and gold,
not a lot of them would fit.
Yes, that's my point. So how do you mesh those two things together? I mean, I think Hunter obviously can do it.
I think you can look at some of them and pick out who are the work rate
solo
people. Yeah, like I would say there's about maybe 30% of them that are work rate people. Like obviously Roxy and Cora Jade, they're work rate girls. Like
Alba Fire, Kaylee Ray, whatever you want to call her, she would be a main staple in Triple H's.
She was literally on the last Black and Gold show.
Yes, she would. Yeah. I also think this, if Triple H is like in charge in the way we're imagining he's in charge, there's going to be less emphasis on characters, because that was the Vince call. Vince was like, I need characters, I need reasons, I need a lot, I need a lot of this, and this, and Hunter is like, you're good at wrestling, go out and do that. So I think there's going to be
there's going to be a lot of butting heads over that, though.
Yes,
that's the way I see The Office being. Like,
because Hunter's a fan of characters. Like Shawn Michaels' his best friend. Like he did DX. So I think Hunter is going to be like, okay, yes, you're a character. That's great. But can you wrestle?
Yeah, that's where Hunter's WCW roots come in.
Yes, and obviously we're not saying Hunter Hemsley is perfect. He is not.
No.
Karrion Kross is a great example. No disrespect to Karrion Kross.
Yeah.
But like, I think he values the pure technical side of wrestling more than Vince does, is what we're saying. And he's going to make 100%.
And like, Hunter even like went to a lot of little indie shows every once in a while. Like he showed up on ICW. One night with Pete Dunne.
Yeah.
Like in a really small venue.
Yeah, I mean, he would do that.
It wasn't even like the Hydro or anything. It was like one of the smaller venues.
Yeah, but Hunter, like him and Regal were like, we want to go out to these shows and we want to do this, this, and this. Yeah, and Vince is like, you see that football player over there? He cannot wrestle you guy, but you can probably. I'm going to hire him over that guy.
Yeah, Vince is not a work rate guy.
No, and that's fine.
His history is very clear of that.
Yes,
but even though, like, I guess Sean kind of to an extent was a work rate guy originally, but he eventually became a character.
Yeah. And I don't want anyone to misunderstand us. We're not saying that
we're not slandering
everything. Characters. I mean, I'm a work rate of a character guy, but I recognize that there needs to be a healthy mix of the two.
Yeah. So I think that's what this next chapter of NXT Black and Rainbow maybe.
Yes.
Will be. It'll be a healthy blend where 1 hour is
character development.
Yeah, and the next is the work rate. Because some of these people need more experience besides the house shows. Like there's one going on right now. As we're recording this, there's a house show going on right now and tomorrow.
Yeah, they're doing the house show, which is good. These guys need experience in the ring. Like they're good. Like, again, do not misunderstand us. We respect everyone who gets in the ring, as far as I'm concerned, is braver than me. Like I could never do what they do.
I would.
But some of them, I would die. Some of them do need experience. And I think Hunter's job, but I think him and Sean are going to collaborate, because a lot of those kids are Sean guys. Carmelo Hayes, ultimate Sean.
100% a Sean guy.
Yeah, so I think him and Sean are going to collaborate, and they're going to pick out the version that they feel is best for like the people, because like we know Hunter loves these guys. Like they're Hunter's kids. Like I think what was it? Zelina, Tia Trinidad, Zelina Vega, whatever you want to call her.
Yeah, she's definitely 100K.
Yeah, when she and Malachi, Alistair Black, they went up to Sean, they were like, Hunter, he was like, it's like my kids again. Like we use these guys as kids, is what we're saying.
Yeah.
So he loves them.
It's kind of like like the guys that are up on the main roster now were Dusty's kids.
Yeah,
it's the same idea.
Yes. So we, in our opinion, I mean, I'm going to speak with Simon a little bit. He's going to do the best for the company, but he's also going to do the best for these guys and girls in the locker room, is what we're trying to say. Whatever that looks like, we give you our ideas. Hopefully we're right. I think like some of these guys and girls, like I like them.
Yeah.
They don't have the best character. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. It very, like we mentioned it on the show before, but it reeks very much of early 90s WWF.
Yes.
Which obviously, like, Hunter was at the tail end of that. And like he kind of had a character at the end, at that end.
His first character was like the Blue Blood, like
which Paul, he kind of carried over from WCW.
Yeah,
but he wasn't American there. In WCW at the end, he was Quebecois.
Yeah, I can't pronounce that, so I'm glad you did. I did not want to pronounce it. But yeah, I think Hunter knows the value of a good character. Like DX is really a starting point. Like he was like a mid-carder, and then DX happened, and he was still kind of a mid-carder, but you can tell there was a main event guy there. And then when he came back as the Game after 2002, you're like, that's the guy. So I think he's going to do that for Braun. I think he's going to do that for Solo.
I was going to mention those two guys.
Yeah,
Solo should be up soon. I heard the original idea was for him to come up immediately.
I have a theory. I'm aware I'm a Solo fanboy, but I have
obviously he's been down there.
I think, like we talked about how some of these guys need more seasoning, right?
Yeah.
I think they view Solo as better than those guys, but not good enough for like the top echelon of guys. So I think they view him as the bridge for when those top echelon guys leave to when those other guys get better. I think they want him to stay until...
they want him to be basically Tanahashi.
Yeah, they want him to stay until those younger guys, those guys that aren't as polished, but they see something in, to get more polished. Yeah.
So he can come up and...
Yeah, so he's going to... I think when Melo or Braun go up to the main roster, he takes one of those belts from them.
Yeah, I think
Santos is another guy like that. Probably. Yes. Santos and Tony D are some other guys that like... They should be on the main roster, but like we like... Yeah, we like them in NXT because they're better than some of the other guys. So those guys can get better, and we don't have to like push them that much. Like Briggs and Jensen, they're NXT UK Tag Team Champions.
Yeah, what the hell?
First of all, Trent Seven, why would you betray Tyler Bate? Second of all, Trent Seven, I'm so happy you betrayed Tyler Bate because like I already see what both of you guys can do as singles. But he could not have picked worse timing. And also, obviously, Ashton Smith and Oliver Carter. I hope you guys get better soon.
The reputation from NXT UK.
Yeah, we're not talking about... Yeah, okay, this is not an NXT UK podcast. We do not have to talk about that. But like, my point is, they obviously see something in Briggs and Jensen that they didn't make them tag team champions in the UK. But obviously, they're not going to make them tag team champions on the States because, let's be honest, they're not there yet at all.
Yeah. They'll get there with these house shows.
Yes, hopefully. Adris Anofe, he's going to be our national and North American champion.
Like I want to say by this time next year.
Yeah, he should be holding a belt.
Yeah.
Even if it's a tag team belt with possibly. Yeah, even if it's a tag team belt with his partner, but he should be holding something.
Yeah.
Okay, what else can we talk? Who else can we talk about? Roxy and Cora, like you already mentioned them, but like
we already know those two are fucking stars. Like they literally they literally call themselves AJ Lee's daughters. Like
okay. So this is not to do with Triple H. I know we're off topic. We'll get back on topic soon. Braun Breaker.
Yeah.
one problem with NXT, and we mentioned this with Solo and Santos, kind of.
And by the way, I know you're probably going to say it, but I think out of everyone, I think Breaker is the only one that should have a name change.
Rex Steiner was right there.
It's a simple name to pronounce. It's not you're like you're gonna be called Breaker or
yes. But the point I was gonna make is they missed the trigger on this guy.
Yeah.
After that Dolph thing, he was the hottest thing coming. After he beat Ciampa, after Dolph, he was the hottest thing. They should have, if they knew, like, I mean, okay, obviously they didn't know Cody and Randy were going to be injured.
Yeah.
They should have like called him up, is what I'm saying. And now,
yeah.
do you think he fits in that world title picture? Like, I thought he did,
but right off the bat.
Yeah, because but like I also think that Seth might, because Roman's part-time now.
Yes, Seth will be ahead of him.
Yeah,
but he'll catch up quick.
I think Seth
he'll get up in the rankings. Like,
I think you can still call him up at SummerSlam. Seth wins the title by cashing in. Seth versus Braun at Royal Rumble.
Yeah, in a 3-way probably
with Roman.
Yeah,
you can. Okay, I'm like trying to say face because I said this was the plan before. Have Rock come at the Royal Rumble and then prevent the Usos from interfering.
I'm into that. I think that's what you do, I guess.
Hopefully, like
because obviously, like we know, Rock has been avoiding WWE for a long time, but the match has to happen.
They teased it on
in LA.
Rock. It
makes sense.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, we were talking about Triple H. We will talk.
We'll circle back to one of Rock's best opponents there.
yes. Triple H. I think not the next couple of weeks. I think like Hunter, Sean has an idea for what he wants in the next couple of weeks. I think after in the next couple. I think after In Your House. That's next review, right? Yeah, In Your House. I think we kind of see more of Hunter's footprint, print on the product, and that would be interesting to see where he goes from there, because I don't think you put the NXT title on Apollo Crews, but you need to do that match because you brought Apollo Crews back for that match, and now you have him as a vigilante, I guess.
Basically, he's basically Sting.
Yes,
without being 62 years old, white, and has a face paint.
Yes, I still think you do Solo versus Braun at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
That weekend, not SummerSlam, like not the show, but like that weekend.
That weekend, probably at a house show or something.
I think they do what they did at Mania. They do a event like the day before SummerSlam. Like NXT has an event the day before SummerSlam, like SummerSlam weekend.
Like a PLE.
Yes. And then you put the title. Okay. Melo or Solo? If Melo gets called up to the main roster, Solo. But if you still want Melo down in NXT, put the world title on Solo. On Melo. And then you can move that to Solo. And then eventually Solo can
have that be the switch.
Yes. But
unless you move up Melo and Braun both.
And then Solo for the world title. And then
and have Trick cost Melo.
Yeah. And Wesley, you can have Wesley have the North American Championship, since they started that storyline on. So there are ways they can do this, but will they want to?
Time will tell. We just gotta let it play out.
Yes. But yeah, like we said before, this was a really short episode. We just want to come and share our thoughts on this whole like Triple H is back thing, which again, we do think it's going to be good, but be cautiously optimistic. It's not going to be like a complete change. Like it's not going to be black and gold. Grain of salt. Yes, it's not going to be black and gold like next week. Like you're not going to tune into next week.
At least not yet.
Yes, it's not going to be like 6 really great wrestling matches. There's still going to be character work and everything. But cautiously optimistic is the way to go, I think.
Yeah. I think by a month in Hunter's return is when they might open up to the idea of it being black and gold again.
Yes. Only time will tell, I guess. But as for us,
but I'm sure they'll talk about it in the meetings.
Yes, media call. I think no,
they might have a
NXT doesn't do
media call, probably. Yeah,
yeah,
and for In Your House.
yeah. Hopefully we
Now that Hunter's back, why not?
Yeah. But yeah, this was a really short episode. We just want to jump on real quick, talk about NXT. We know we talk about it a lot for people that are
Which, by the way, just gotta say, Cora Jade and Braun and Solo and everybody have an open invite to come on the show.
Yes, I want to talk to Solo Sikoa. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what? We this was really short, so I'll ask you this: Cora, Roxanne, tag team pals, or does one of them get the championship from Mandy? What do you think?
I think first tag titles for now, because I think they still want to keep Mandy down there for a bit, and then eventually they'll transition them up to the main roster with Daria.
Yes. Oh, because Sonya has a stable. She has Zia and Shayna now.
Yeah, but it's not technically official.
Yeah, true. So, but yeah, I she'd get them out from Mandy, no problem.
Yeah, you can just.
Yeah,
you can probably call it Toxic Donuts or something.
Yeah, they'll figure it out.
Yeah.
And we said about the NXT title, Solo, Mello, other place. They should do one of those two if they're not going to call any of them up.
They're the two pillars of NXT.
Yes. Tony D. Oh,
yeah. We've mentioned the 4 pillars of NXT before.
Yes. But the thing is, I said this before on some not on a show, but like off air. Santos Escobar is turning face soon, which makes me think Braun's getting called up and they want more like faces on the show.
Yeah.
But
which is great because Elektra Lopez is fantastic.
Yes, and Cruz del Toro and Joaquin Wild should be far ahead of where they are right now.
By far, DJ is fantastic.
Yes, but again, like I said before, this was just a really short show. We just want to get our thoughts about NXT and the whole.
That dude is so underrated.
Oh yeah, I became a fan during his DJ Xeon in Impact. Okay. Yeah, in Impact, he was DJ Z. He was with like Robbie E. That was like when I became a fan of him. And then he came, and then like he was awesome. And now he's still awesome. But yeah, I think that's about it. Like, is there anything else NXT boys we need to cover? Like, Cameron Grimes.
Yeah.
Cameron Grimes on the heel is interesting. I don't know how many legs the story has, but we should find out in your house.
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah,
I don't think he takes it from Braun.
I think he'll come up pretty soon.
Yeah.
He'll come up soon. Maybe in Max Dupri's thing there.
Yes. I was going to say maybe Hunter's idea is he takes everyone he does not like yet, and he ships them off to NXT UK.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. Yeah.
They already have that reputation anyway, so why not?
Okay, we do not hate NXT UK for those ones.
No, we're not slandering NXT UK. Yes. We're joking.
Yes, Mark Andrews is the GOAT in my mind.
Yeah, he's fantastic. He trained Shay.
Yes, Ilya Dragunov is also okay. That's enough NXT UK talk.
Yeah.
To reiterate our points. Cautiously optimistic about Hunter coming. Braun needs to get the call up yesterday. Solo and Mello, if they're not in line for call up, should take the title off Braun. Wesley should get a singles push. The women's division is fantastic. They just need time and experience.
Yeah.
And a lot more people need to get called up.
Yeah.
That's okay.
That's our show.
Yeah, we fixed NXT. Hunter should give us a call. This really went off the rails really fast, by the way.
Like most of our shows.
Yes. But I think we're going to call it a day for now. We'll be back soon to talk about, I'm sure something in wrestling will happen. Wrestling does not know how to have a normal day.
We might that, or we might do a retro review, or
we'll be back soon.
Or get back to our Anatomy of a Wrestler series.
We'll figure it out, but we'll be back. Like, wrestling is wrestling, like it never rests.
Yeah, okay, wrestling is like New York City. It never sleeps.
Yes. But yeah, as always, I'm Daniel. That's Sam. You can find me at DJ Wrestling Fan. You can find Sam at.
You can follow me at Sam Wrestle. You can follow the podcast at Squared Post Pod. We're on Spotify now, so give us a 5-star rating over there.
Big things are happening for the podcast.
Yeah. Give us a Meltzer 5-star and
yes. So hopefully we'll talk to you guys soon. Everyone be good to each other. Just remember, it's wrestling. It's not the end of the world if someone disagrees with you.
Yeah.
Unless
wrestling is subjective.
Yes, wrestling is subjective. But yeah, we'll talk to you guys soon. Later.